Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much. See, this video, this video is going to be a message to the king. Mila wants to say hi to the king. You know, the king is alive and well. You know, one of the trivia questions, maybe to know, if you want to get in contact with the king, is what year did the king die? Yeah, so all you hound dogs out there, the answer is 1977. 1977. So with that little bit of knowledge, you can contact the king. Say the king, we'll call him the king because he's the king. King's an inspiration to many people. Whether it's men, people in general, YouTubers, what have you. I remember one of the early videos I was watching, I've watched it several times. It's a place called the Bikini Bar. I'm thinking it's like Porto Galera or someplace. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but nonetheless, he's got a couple of videos where he's perched out on a bar. It's a bar that's offshore a little bit on a floating platform. Looks awful fun. But nonetheless, in the course of that video, he mentions he has 192 subscribers. So, you know, not a lot at that time. But persistence, pays off. And it's a message for anybody, whatever you're doing, persistence pays off. Stay at what you're doing, make it positive, make it fun, and turn it into a reality. Long past 192, but everybody starts somewhere. For me personally, I found a lot of humor, definitely a lot of humor. I've also found a lot of places to explore and to go to and to see in the Philippines from the knowledge of the king. A couple of favorite eateries that we have, they're pretty close to each other. They're in the Alea Mall right there in Cebu City. One's called Yellow Cab Pizza, and that pizza is on time. That's right. That's probably the best pizza in the Philippines. Not that I've had a lot of pizza in the Philippines, but it is damn good. And upstairs and around the corner from there is a little Mexican watering hole called the Red Lizard. I love Mexican food. The Philippines sometimes has their own version of ethnic food, but I'll have to say the Red Lizard hit it right on the head as far as the Mexican cuisine, at least the American Mexican cuisine, I'll say. But once again, the Red Lizard is on time. But those are two of my spots I'll hit here. Of course, when we're in Cebu here in 3 weeks. And, from there, we're going to take off to Siargao. We're going to spend a week in Siargao. Don't think the king's been there. Maybe he has, but if he has, he hasn't posted anything on it. But I'll put a few videos up for viewing from Siargao. I've watched some myself. It looks like a great place to go. General Luna area we're going. Cloud9 Beach is kind of a surfing area. I don't surf, but what the hell? I'm gonna live life to the fullest. Got a little bungalow right on the beach. And then it's back to Cebu, and we're going over, take the ferry over to Ormoc, which I'm going to be staying at the Don Felipe. Now, I've been to Ormoc before. I haven't stayed at the Don Felipe. Now, I believe the king just about killed himself at the Don Felipe. That's right, buddy. Right? I remember that. Them damn Chinese and their cheap crap. But good thing you got out of that alive. But hopefully I'm not in that same room. I don't want bad karma of that. But anyway, so we'll spend a week in Ormoc. That's where Hannah's family is. I'm going to spend some time there. And then after that, we're going to head over to the island of Bohol. Now, Bohol is exciting for many reasons. The King's been to Bohol. He's got a couple videos over there. And we're going to spend a few days there, but before that, we're going to be down on the Panglao, I believe it's called, in Alona Beach. And there's a neat little spot I'm going to check out and video for myself called the Hidden Beach that the King discovered all by himself. But yeah, kind of a neat area. I think we're staying at the Bohol Divers Club there for a couple days, right on the beach, neat little spot. But probably the most intriguing place to go check out is Anda. You know, Anda is a quiet little beach town north of Bohol a little bit. And on the King's recommendation, I got the suite at the Little Miami Beach Resort. I think it's the only place I've ever called up reservations and they just made reservations. They didn't take a credit card or nothing. Maybe they don't even take a credit card. They just locked you in and said, yep, here's your room. I hope. We'll find out. But kicking around Anda, I think there was I don't know the first place. It's right on the beach there. There's a restaurant there we're going to check out that the King said to check out. I don't remember the name of that one. But then up the road, a Hangover Bar, probably have to stop in there for a drink and also get a coconut burger at Coco Loco, I believe it's called. Coco Loco. But I want to thank the King. The King has been a source of entertainment. I was going to tell you exactly how I realized he had included me in a recent video. The King, like a lot of people, you know, may occasionally enjoy a libation. Maybe even to the extent of maybe one too many libations, but he had bought a new GoPro Hero 8 and was given its test drive. Unfortunately, he dropped it a couple feet, hit the ground, and the damn thing didn't want to work. And I was watching that video, I think it was on a Friday night, and the next day I'm driving to Walmart, and I come up with this stupid-ass idea, I guess. So I'm going to send him an email just to see if he responds to it and bring him a new camera, replace his old one. I call it the Walmart swap. You know, I don't know if they sell a GoPro at Walmart, but you find a place and you can get an extended warranty for not so much money, and you can literally swap or replace anything. Now in the Philippines, that would be literally impossible to change out a piece of gear like that, but in the United States, it's commonplace. So I thought, what the hell? I wouldn't mind having a GoPro 8. So I sent him an email and said, hey, I got a deal for you. I said, I'll bring you a brand new GoPro 8 and I'll take yours back and I'll exchange it. Of course, he's got this website, you know, not his exact email, so you have to log in and you have to know when he died. If you don't know when the King died, you can't get into the King's Palace. But I did know when the Kings died. My first car was a 1977 Thunderbird. So I typed in 1977 and I was granted access to the King's Kingdom. So I sent the King a message, told him, hey, I'll bring you a new GoPro, I'll take yours back. You know, no big deal. And I didn't hear back from the King. I was a little disappointed. King, I was disappointed because I didn't hear back from you. I'll tell you why I didn't hear back from you is because the King sent me a message back, but it went to my junk mail. And, you know, there's a lot of shit in your junk mail. And it took me a while even to find it in my junk mail, but I did find it. But before I did that, I was watching his video. And he was all proud. He got this new table. The King, he likes to cook. You know, King's a cooker. He likes to cook. And he was getting this new table set up to do his cooking on. And somewhere along the line, he starts talking about a dude named Scott. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, my name's Scott. And as he gets into the story, I realize the king is talking about me. He said, hey, I sent him an email back, and I told him, hey, my GoPro started working, you know, and he goes on to explain a little bit about the situation. And I'm like, wow, he's talking about me, because I hadn't read his email at that time. I did go back, and I found the email from the king, and I read it, but I discovered that he does indeed answer his emails, and he included me in a recent video. I thought that was one of the coolest things I've ever seen happen. I don't know if I'm fairly certain that's never happened, so I appreciate that. But more than that, I appreciate watching your videos. Dude, I like them all. Whether you're drunk or sober or serious or crazy, you know, I enjoy watching them all. They make me laugh. They put some perspective in my life as to what I got going on, and you know, no matter what cards you're dealt, I guess all you can do is play the hand you're given and do the best with it. So with that, I want to thank you. I appreciate it. I won't be able to hook up with you this trip because I've got the 3 weeks that I'm there pretty well planned out, but I'm suspecting maybe the end of the year at Christmas I'm going to be back again. So I'll try to maybe keep in contact with you and let you know, maybe, you know, this time, you know, we can, Hannah and I can fly up to your part of the world up there and spend a few days up there, and I can meet you in person. So anyway, I want you to have a good day wherever you are in this part of the world. Like I said, I got a fire going behind me because it's cold here where I live, but in a few weeks, I will be in a tropical paradise. Take care.